It's alright. It's okay.
I sprayed some bug spray and it was very scary. And now the man is in the nervous box. My next video will be the speech that I'll be giving at my high school graduation. That's about as shit boring as you can get, okay? Like, that's some shit my dad would upload to his private YouTube channel that only my grandparents can view. So anyway, I wanted to do a more interesting video. It's interesting to me, at least. Bye, Butter. I love you so much, baby boy. Oh. After I had my car accident about a year ago, I would have a panic attack every single time I got into a car. And the only thing that really helped me calm down was listening to podcasts of true crime cases, unsolved mysteries, stuff like that. So I would listen to that while I drove, and I learned about a bunch of cool conspiracy theories. Today I'm gonna go to the Greenbelt. If you live in Austin, you know it's like a really long, beautiful hiking trail with water, just a really fun time. So I'm gonna walk really far down the Greenbelt and find a nice quiet spot with no people, and just tell you about my favorite conspiracy theories, you dig? I got my water, I got my backpack, I got all 4 Rambo movies downloaded onto my phone, and let's go. I just wanted you to know that. I bet y'all are fucking jealous right now, beach. Psych. I got a bikini on. So we made it, and there's mud on my boob. I walked really far, and I'll put that footage as I talk. But luckily I brought me a little snack to help me out. I'm on that Coachella diet. Psych! Bitch, you thought I got me a Caesar salad. Well, I forgot a fork, so I guess I'm not eating. Let's get into the conspiracy theories. So, this first one.
Hello.
Hello. You know, something I've learned is that you can't be afraid to be embarrassed in this life. This first theory is the theory of the man from Taured. In July 1954, there was an airport in Tokyo, Japan, and at that airport, a man showed up. The man was going through security. It was a lot more basic back then than it is today, and an airport official casually asked the man why he was traveling to Japan. The man responded that this was one of many business trips he'd taken to Japan, and then he mentioned that he was from the country of Taured. T-A-U-R-E-D. Taured. Are you confused? You should be confused because Taured doesn't fucking exist. What's his or her name?
His name is Goose.
Oh my god. Oh, what a good boy. Not to be dramatic, but that was the best moment of my life. He looked European. He didn't look Japanese. He was white. He spoke Japanese, but his native language was French. He said he also spoke other languages and possessed currency from multiple European countries, seeming to confirm his claim that he traveled a lot. The man said that Taured was a country on the border between France and Spain, so it would have been here on a world map. So it wasn't like a language barrier or a miscommunication. Taured just doesn't fucking exist. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, this guy's just crazy, he's delusional. He had a passport, okay? A Taured passport. His passport showed stamps for his travel to Japan from Taured, as well as other European countries. It was a legit passport. He also had a checkbook for a bank that doesn't exist. A Taured bank. So the airport guys called the company he said he was having a meeting with, and they said they had never heard of him or his company ever before then. Then the hotel he had reserved a room at had no such reservation. The man got super pissed, and he said that Taured had existed for 1,000 years. The officials had no idea what to do with this guy, so they put him up in a room at a nearby hotel for the night while they tried to figure out what the hell was going on. The next morning, when the officials went to go get him from his hotel room, he had completely disappeared from the hotel, which had been guarded by immigration officials all night long. There was a window in the hotel room, but it was several stories above a busy street, and no body was found, so it wasn't like he jumped out or something. Also, all of his personal documents, Bird, if you could please. Also, all of his personal documents, including his passport and driver's license issued by Taured, vanished from the airport's security room. So, unfortunately, there's no proof that this actually happened, which is why it's more of an urban legend. But I like to think it's true, because if it is, it's clear this man fucking slipped out of his dimension. Like, he was from a dimension where the country of Taured existed. And during his plane ride over to Japan, he slipped into our dimension, where there's no such thing as fucking Taured. Can you imagine going to an airport and the people are like, what the fuck is the United States of America? Or whatever country you're from. If you're from England, imagine someone being like, the Queen who? Bitch. It's fucking terrifying and I love it. Hello. Two. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Good boy. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello. Wow. So sweet. Good puppies. No, that's mine. That's my food. Oh. Ah!
Sorry about that.
That's okay. So obviously the theory here is that this man was from an alternate dimension, but some people don't even think that this happened at all. I think it did, and I think it's absolutely hilarious that this man just showed up in our reality. It's like, oopsie. The second conspiracy theory kind of ties into the first one, and it's that of the Mandela effect. The basic idea of the Mandela effect is that a bunch of people remember something being a certain way, but it had never actually been that way before, ever. Basically, like a mass misremembering. So the man from Tarad's Mandela effect was that a country named Tarad existed. That's a bit more extreme than most Mandela's effects, but although he was the only one in this dimension who remembered Tarad, there are a shit ton of people who think that we actually are the ones who slipped into an alternate dimension. Because I remember so many of these things being different than how they actually are and have always been. We interrupt this conspiracy theory to bring you a roly-poly. The Mandela effect is actually called the Mandela effect because a ton of people remember that Nelson Mandela supposedly died in prison, which I also remember learning in school. Nope, he died in 2013 of a respiratory infection. He lived a whole ass long life. The biggest Mandela effect for me was the fucking Target logo. Okay, so this is the actual Target logo and how it has always been since Target opened, okay? And then there's this, which someone photoshopped. That's the fucking Target logo. I actually remember that I thought that they changed their logo because I remember being a little kid and looking up and being like, hey, they took away one of the rings. That fucked me up, bro, but look at this one. Are you shitting me? That's the fucking Looney Tunes logo. Why the fuck would they not make the double O's together? I am getting so heated. I need to calm down. But for real, the one on the right makes no fucking sense. It's absolute bullshit, and I refuse to accept that it's always been like that. Why the fuck would they put Looney Tunes when it's cartoons? No. I'm gonna give you one more example and then we'll discuss. The Monopoly Man never had a monocle. What? I really like this one because if you Google Monopoly Man costume, every single one has a monocle. As far as I'm concerned, that's proof that the Mandela effect exists. Somewhere along the way, we slightly shifted dimensions, and now the Monopoly Man doesn't have a fucking monocle, which is fucking destroying my life. There's another conspiracy theory behind the Mandela effect, and it has to do with the idea that we're in a simulation. Ever since Elon Musk said that he believes that we're in a simulation, I've been noticing a lot more weird shit, y'all. Hi. Hello. So sweet. So people think the Mandela effect is the simulation glitching. So that we remember things a certain way, but the simulation messed up and now it's always been fucking Looney Tunes. And then there are people who just think humans are dumbasses and we're all just remembering shit incorrectly, which is totally possible. But I believe that we shifted into an alternate dimension that caused all these little tiny changes. Maybe during the 2016 presidential election, maybe not. That's not going in the video. My final conspiracy theory is that Queen Elizabeth is eternally youthful because she is a cannibal. I'm kidding. Although there is no proof that she isn't. A cannibal. So my real last conspiracy theory is that Kris Jenner's show was canceled because Fox executives hate the Kardashians. By the way, while I was doing research on these conspiracy theories, I found this video.
Sometimes you discover new things right in the moment. Like that. My cell phone holder holds my GPS.
I love him. I love him. So I haven't really seen this conspiracy theory talked about a lot, but as a lot of you know, I really enjoy the Kardashian Jenners. I've seen every episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians and all of the spin-off series like Life with Kylie, Rob and China. And so back in 2013, Kris Jenner was given a talk show called Kris by Fox Network. They gave her a 6-week trial, but it was canceled after only a month. Eventually, the executives came out and said that it was because Kris doesn't do well in front of cameras. A what? Her entire family's lives are literally being filmed at all times. They said that she would act super unnatural and awkward, but if you look at this clip, she actually gets Kanye to open up.
I wasn't used to it, and now when I'm out, you know, I try to get home early just to be around, you know, my family.
Oh, that makes me feel really good. Really does. Because you know what? And it's really interesting because when I'm out and about or I go away, I miss you.
Which is no small feat. Kanye doesn't behave that way with everyone. So why the fuck was her show canceled? I would have watched it. Like, what was the reason? So most people can't think of anything except for the fact that the Fox executives are just biased against the Kardashians. Granted, the Kardashian-Jenner family done pulled a lot of stupid shit, okay? But Kris is the exception. She's by far my personal favorite of the family, and she's just a mom, you know? Actually, most of the memes in my memes folder are of her. She's super smart, a great businesswoman, she's charismatic, she can talk to people. And from what I saw from the show, I'm disappointed it was canceled. A lot of people like to jump on the bandwagon of hating the Kardashians, and I'm not judging you if you do hate them, I understand. But just try to form your own opinions and don't just blindly follow everyone, you know what I'm saying? Because that's no good for any situation. Personally, growing up and watching the Kardashians actually helped me a lot because my family had a lot of issues, and being able to see that there is a family out there that loves each other no matter what was just really helpful to me. Because you can say whatever you want about the Kardashians, but you can't deny that they love each other. And they've been through a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, they always have each other's backs. That's all I got. Sorry if I went off on a tangent about the Kardashians there. The puppy's back. Hello. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave me a comment letting me know. Also, comment your opinion on these conspiracy theories because I'm genuinely interested to hear what y'all think. I think these theories are just really fun to think about and just a hobby. I'm gonna go swimming and then start walking back. Sorry about how many fucking people are all the way out here, man. God damn. It isn't like I'm right near the trail entrance, but at least we got to see a bunch of cute dogs. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So, this first one.
Hello.
Hello. It was a country on the border. Your dog is so cute. What's his or her name?
His name is Goose.
Oh my god. Hi, Goose. Hi. Oh, how sweet. Oh, what a good boy.
Proud of getting down that mountain.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Not to be dramatic, but that was the best moment of my life. It had never actually happened. Oh, here comes another good boy. I thought it wouldn't be as crowded all the way out here. Hello. Two. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Good boy. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello. Wow. So sweet. Good puppies. No, that's mine. That's my food. Oh. Ah.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I love that good boy, but he got water all over my iPad. It's a lot closer. There's someone kayaking, for Christ's sake. Hi. Hello. So sweet. Bye, puppy.
Totally.
In front of cameras. So eventually the executives came out and said that it was because Chris doesn't do well in front of cameras. The puppy's back. The puppy's back. Hello.
With new people.